Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another awesome video right here, an exciting one for my opinion. We have got a great guest who's going to come on talk about Discord and everything else that's going on. It's the man himself. It's Eagle from VEVE from Discord, and he's ready to go right here. Let's just add him to the stage right here. How you doing?
I'm doing well here with my little buddy.
You got there. You got the
Yeah.
Jermaine Rogers. That is awesome. You got the physical.
Yeah, I got it autographed there
No way.
with the number.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
just
my
get
buddy.
that?
Yeah, I got that from the last decon in Anaheim.
Yeah.
One of the moderators, Omegatron, did me the favor and hooked me up. This is my favorite collectible, so I was very happy to match it.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it was so cool having a chance to interview him on the channel with his choices drop that came out like last week. That did really well. I mean, you know, like the sale of everything and how he matched them up. And you got that one from before at Decon. That's when I actually first met him. And hearing his story, so cool, man. That's awesome. You have that. But we're here to talk about a few other things. And thanks again for joining me because I mean, we talk sometimes off the air, but it's so fun, and on Discord as well, because I know you're like running the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And it's so great to have you here because I wanted people to like, you know, get up to speed again from the last time we talked about what's going on Discord. Specifically now with all these announcements that are coming. I know you won't be able to tell us like a ton of stuff, but you know, I wanted to pick your brain a bit if that's okay. So maybe we'll start out with what your official title is and role on Discord again, just to remind everybody. What is it that you do on Discord with the other mods and the other contributors there?
Yeah, sweet. So, hi, first of all, miss you. Yeah, so I'm the Discord admin, and I'm also the community manager for the Discord. It's a 24-hour a day, 7 days a week platform.
Right.
And
never stops.
It never stops. I had like my first sick day the other day.
No way.
My first official sick day. I couldn't do anything. I had to step away, but
better?
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. Thank you. But yeah, I kind of, so as a community manager there, I manage, like you said, the moderators are part of that community. So I manage the team. There's a bunch of stuff that they help me with behind the scenes. That's, I would say, the best Discord team ever. So they go above and beyond in everything they do. And they're very present in the Discord, and the community always gives me compliments about the team that we have there. So shout out to them.
Right.
Yeah, so I manage them and they manage the community. There's different sections in the Discord, and each of them are in charge of certain sections. And it's a whole little ecosystem. We have a graphic designer for the Discord, and like there's so many jobs to go around, and everybody kills it all the time. So
that's awesome. So Discord, since we even talked before, you know, which was like about a month and a half ago or so, right? Beginning of the year. I've noticed it's even advanced even further, right? I mean, you're even taking it even further. And I know you talked a bit before about, you know, the Veveverse coming up, kind of the pathway. And I was going to ask you about that, about like how you guys see, how VEVE and you guys see Discord, like what its role is, specifically with the Veveverse too, because you did mention before that it's kind of like a pathway, like everything is kind of officially going there. Did you want to touch on that? What you guys are using the Discord for, how you see it like building, you know?
Yeah. So the first thing with the Veveverse, we're onboarding all the beta users through the Discord. Yeah. They have their own private chat. They have a chat for to share like their asset reviews. Some of the assets that don't look quite right, they put it there and report it to the team. They have a vault channel, Veveverse vaults, where they share all their creations and inspire each other, and they go all out with their creations that they have there.
These are the testers, like the Veveverse beta testers. Yeah. Okay.
So the beta testers have, they're so creative, and they're there hours and hours, and so we've onboarded about 180 people in total from the first two from the first two waves.
Right.
So we'll keep on onboarding people through there. We'll reach out through the emails. Yeah, and most of the people that are getting invited are master collectors,
Yeah.
logo holders, the most active people on Discord, most active people on Twitter, people that get recommended by others.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Just
that's
super active people. Yeah.
yeah, that's how we're using the Discord to onboard into the VVverse. Once
Right.
we're all fully in there, hanging out, and enjoying our time in there, then the Discord will be turned more into, I believe, more like giveaway centric. Even though that's what it is right now. Like there's sweepstakes every day going
Right.
on, basically. And it'll be more of like, so right now we're working on something called the VV Booster. So like we have a bunch of our community that boosts and goes to like our comment sections of our social platforms, of our YouTube videos, the comment sections, and they'll help us and put and leave comments there and stuff.
Right.
And so we give them VVXP from the Discord, and we also do a sweepstakes once a week. We're gonna start that this week.
Yeah.
So every week there's a sweepstakes for a random digital collectible, and for the people that help us and boosting our and engaging with our content and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's a little extra wrinkle that we've thrown in there. We have level 100s. We have like 5 level 100s from Vivi in the app and the Discord.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting something there for them on a monthly basis.
Nice.
Yeah, so just trying to reward as many people as possible.
Yeah.
The Discord is really about keeping the community that we have happy. That's our focus, keeping them safe, informed, and happy.
That's awesome for sure. How involved are like, David and Dan in what you do daily as well in there? And like, what is it like working with David and Dan? Because I'm not sure how much communication you have with each one, but
Yeah.
they must like know what's going on in the Discord and obviously contribute and, leave it up to you guys at the same time. Like, what's it like working with them?
Actually, it's been amazing since day one. I have an open line to them. They've been available anytime that I've needed them.
Right.
Very, very classy individuals, very respectful team overall. Our whole team is classy.
Yeah.
Our whole team focuses on things that we need to get accomplished, and we don't really like we've never talked about anybody else in the space. We don't, we keep our eyes focused on our vision and our goals and our community.
Yeah, totally.
And yeah, we also wish everybody well out there, but
Like in other projects and stuff.
yeah, any projects and also our community. We have one of the best, most passionate community, and I feel like my Vivi birthday was actually the other day on March 8th.
No way. How many years?
March 8th. It made 3 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
One of the OGs.
Yeah. So, it's very important to me that the community is happy and stuff. So, I'm very excited to see how like our community has spread their wings. They've gone to other projects. We've learned about this space together. We've learned about crypto. Like we've gone through everything together as a community, and we encourage people to have fun and collect what they love.
Yeah, totally. For that too, with the community, I know you guys get a ton of feedback, right? I know Discord has become a place, at least from what I've heard, that you can actually like, share your feedback with. Is that something that you guys do? Like, do you, there's a lot of people in there. There's a couple of different channels in there that it looks like there's even a ranting channel I noticed, but so are you guys able to take that kind of feedback from the community and go like, and to get it to Dan and Dave and to the higher ups and is that sort of part of what you do as well? Or
something that I try to work really hard at is to keep that relationship open, like networking with my coworkers and connecting the community and my coworkers, like being a type of bridge for them and keeping David up to date with stuff that's happening And yeah, it's a very immersive experience, you know, because I'm surrounded by the community at all times. So like over there, like the feedback, we have feedback hours for master collectors. We have feedback hours for the Discord, for
Yeah.
logo holders. We have different feedback sessions, and we also have like this Excel sheet that was created by the wonderful mods again.
Right.
And they created this Excel sheet that we put the feedback in, and then the team can answer with like direct but vague answers because we can't say certain like too much about things.
Right. Totally.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, there's a we're trying to build some sort of language between the team and the community. But in terms of the team watching, there's a lot of VV team members in the Discord, and they're always watching and reading, and we're always they might be a little shy and might not be typing and stuff, but definitely they are reading, and I always get it any chance I get to show off the Discord and the community to the team, I do.
For sure.
So I'm very proud of the work that we've done there as a community, mods, the VV. Like, it's so much work that goes into something like that, ecosystem like that working.
Yeah.
So yeah, big shout out to everybody.
Yeah, 100%. So there's a good opportunity for people to like there's a channel there in some ways, like through you and through others to actually like provide feedback. And it's kind
So
of cool that you know what I mean? So that actually happens, right? Like, because people sometimes
yeah.
wonder about like, how do we as users communicate with, you know, the VV team,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and like say, well, this is what we'd like, this is what's not working, like, you know, in the respectful ways, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and so this is good to know, like, that the Discord is kind of active. Is that how you see your role as well? Like, as being the connector in a way, or, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously it's more than that. I mean, but you know, like,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
basically, yeah, like you know, hopefully, you know, the company keeps growing.
yeah,
You get more corporate, things get more professional, and I always want to be like the tether to the community. You know, I've been here, like I just told you from the beginning. It's very important to me that the community is happy and succeeds together. Uh,
right,
so as long as I could keep that communication lanes open and yeah, express, and not only the feedback, but what I also do is get feedback from the community, come up with plans, with
yeah,
solutions. I come up with solutions, proposals. I
like
share
behind the
the
scenes, like behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah. This
Yeah,
is like, this has nothing to do with like my job in the Discord. You know, this is other stuff, extracurricular activities,
yeah,
late at night, just coming up with proposals and things that can help and things that I know the community will be happy with. And
for sure.
it's been going great, man. To be honest,
Yeah,
the communication has. I've been here a little over a year as an employee. I got
yeah,
hired in November of
hmm,
last year. Uh, so the year before, sorry. So yeah, so like I've been able to strengthen those bonds with the company and share like the collector's heart, really, what it's about.
for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool because, you know, people probably wonder about, you know, the Discord, if it's just a place to hang out or if important stuff's getting done there. And it's, you know, since I've been spending a lot of time there, I can see that, you know, there is that kind of connection. There is that sort of opportunity for, like, you know, just regular users, like someone like myself who maybe isn't a master collector yet or at that level, but, you know, in terms of how much I have in my app, I can still get in there and still interact. And that's really cool to know that you and the team are doing that, because we always wonder like how much connection there is, you know, from like Dan and Dave and everybody up there in the marketing and stuff through the Discord. It sounds like it's a real kind of a place that's become even more official,
Oh,
if that makes
definitely.
sense. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people think of a Discord as kind of like a place to hang, but it sounds
Yeah.
like it's becoming like a real official kind of like VV like vehicle, like, you know. And you mentioned the Veveverse, like the onboarding through it.
Yeah.
Do you see the same kind of thing happening in the Veveverse once it's all up and running? Is that how Discord's, you know, all the games and giveaways and all the feedback and all the group stuff that happens on drop days? Like, is that transitioning into what the Veveverse could be? I know it's a big question. I'm sorry. It's a big question.
No, I would say like
Yeah.
the Discord since the beginning has been the only metaverse that we have.
Right.
You know, so this is our place for real engagement. Like, because I you know, putting a like, a little heart, a comment, those things are engagement too. But to actually play a mini game with somebody, to be in a voice channel and speak for 4 hours, to just be hanging out with people playing poker for VXP for hours, or doing a dungeons and VV, you know, for 4 hours straight. Like, this is real engagement. This is really connecting. There's like lifelong bonds being created there. So it used to be a really crazy place, you know, 'cause like everything evolves.
Right.
But now it's become, like you said, it's way more official. Like, we are part of the marketing strategy. We're a part of the budget. We are one with the roadmap.
Right.
So Discord has solidified itself that's why I'm like extremely proud of our team and the community there, because it takes all of us. It's not just the mods and me, the community. It takes them to also follow the rules and you know, treat each other with respect and have fun, and not, you know, not put too much worry in things we can't control. You know, so what we could control is our feedback and us having fun. That's all we could control. And then and yeah, I feel like I and the mods are like a funnel for all that feedback, all that venting, frustration, the sentiment, all that stuff that I need to funnel it to the team in a nice professional way, with also solutions, and with not just problems, you know. So yeah, I really love what I do, and going back to like my bosses and everything, the team, the managers, HR, everybody in the VV team is just so amazing. And I'm very proud to be a part of this company, for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome that you said that. It's a part of the roadmap. It's a part of the marketing, like the Discord. It's a part of the budget. It's not just like something on the side, like, oh yeah, just let them have fun. It's actually a part of the strategy, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah. This is we fused together. We are there. It's been pretty exciting, actually, to go through all of this. It's a lot of stuff we had to do in the background. A lot of foundational work that goes in, and it's a lot of boring stuff. Like, all the boring stuff is the, you know,
right.
And now we're getting into the fun side of things.
A lot of building in the background.
A lot of rules you got to make along the way, because situations happen that you weren't expecting, and then you got like you have to think on your feet constantly, especially, you know, you're dealing with, you know, somebody might in the community might be an awesome member of the community and have a couple bad days, you know, and you know, sometimes you got to just talk to them, be like, hey, we're here for you, anything we could do, like, you know. So it's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of, you know, there's people, it's like roommates. When you live with somebody for a long time, you might have a disagreement, get in a fight. That's where we come in to kind of like settle things down, you know. Maybe do like a trivia, or like some type of mini game to change up the topic, and kind of like get people refocused on why we're here and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. No, I like that. So I know there's people out there who are critical of the Discord, or haven't had a good experience or something. What do you say to those people about, you know, maybe re-engaging, or, you know, maybe having a different look at it? Or like, what's the message to people who have left Discord because maybe they got into fights with people and back in the day, or who knows what? What do you say to those people to maybe get them to come back in? And because I really like what you said about the games and all the stuff and the official stuff and the announcements and all the kind of refocusing people on what we're doing here, like what VEVE is all about. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you say to those people, maybe getting them back in?
I would
And
say um, it's a completely different place than it was 3 years ago.
right.
Um,
Mm,
that we had to, like I said, start from the bottom. We
yeah.
had to restructure a bunch of stuff, retrain. We had to tear it down, rebuild it.
Yeah. Hmm.
During the bull season back then, it was really chaotic. There was a lot of people going into our server that weren't necessarily part of our community, and
Right.
they were just going there to start trouble and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
So a lot of that had to be taken care of in creative ways. So like now, if you're brand new to the Discord and you're a tier one, like you can't go to the Master Collector chat. Like
Right.
you can't go to the Comics Club chat. Like
Hmm.
you can't go over there and start trolling them, because you don't have access.
Right.
Now you have to you have to work your way up like everybody else. You have to grind. And
Yeah.
people that don't really care about our community aren't really gonna grind in
Sure.
with VXP. They're not gonna go through all that trouble. And if they have 10 accounts, they're all like stuck in one channel and they can't really do anything with all
Right.
their accounts. And it's just we've had to do a lot of things to make it safer. Like scam links and all. We had to change so many things.
Right.
So now it's a place of just this is where you go to win a sweepstake. There's
Right.
sweepstakes happening all the time.
Yeah.
Uh, I would say the most sweepstakes. Uh, we do the most that out
Right.
there for many of our other platforms.
Right.
Uh, we give out stuff to master collectors. We give out stuff to logo holders. We give out stuff to our Kiwi tribe. Those are the most active in the Discord.
Hmm.
We give stuff as much as we can. Every drop show, there's
Right.
a digital collectible being given away. Every
Yeah.
week, there's a weekly sweepstakes, and now with the VV boosters, like I told you, that's a weekly thing as well. So
For sure.
it's just getting more and more, and it's a place to come and have fun, meet friends that are like-minded, and kind of recharge. I think it's a place
Yeah.
of recharging your batteries, even if you hang out anywhere else in the VV verse out there.
Yeah.
Wherever you hang out,
Twitters and all that. Yeah.
yeah, like
Facebook
this
page.
was a
Yeah.
good place to come recharge, come hang out, recharge with your friends, and then go out there and
Yeah.
continue the journey.
That's awesome. I only have a few more questions for you, man, because I know you're super busy. And
Yeah,
thanks
no
for
worries.
joining, because I know it's in the evening for you after a long day of work too, right? Never stops, like you said, right? But about David, if we could just back up to David, you really quickly here, because you've, like you said, you have a direct connection, and all of us out here, we all wonder. We see David show up in certain interviews and things like that, and every now and again, which is awesome, right? But
Mhm.
what's it like working with him, and what is like one of, I guess, his biggest strength? Is it going after the IPs? Is it putting you guys together, or is it everything? Like, what, give us a little insight about David, if you don't mind, just from someone who's working with him that closely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know how he does like half of the stuff that
Yeah.
he does. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
he's pretty much everywhere. I would think the to me as an employee, the biggest strength is his energy and his optimism and it, his willingness to hear solutions and how can we fix something.
Right.
Like I don't hear negative. I don't hear why can't we, or it's never like that. It's always how can we do it, how can we make it happen.
Right.
So that type of energy, that it's infectious to all of us.
Yeah.
um I would say that whenever, like, he was just in Dubai in the fight with Joseph Parker, right?
Yeah. Right. I saw the
So
pictures there. Yeah.
If you know David, if you've met David, you know that David was talking to somebody in Dubai. You know,
He didn't just go there to watch.
yeah,
I guess. Okay.
he's to me that's like when he works his magic. He's
Yeah.
in these events, he's talking to the IPs, talking to artists, making them feel, being a collector himself. So like him being a collector, like
Yeah.
we see how important it is to him, that the actual collecting space. It's not a business, it's something that he really truly loves, just like all of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's been wonderful, man, to be honest. And I always have a direct line, but I don't abuse it because I know he's very busy. But every once in a while, when I need something, I reach out and he makes it happen. So
That's awesome.
I have no complaints.
Okay, well, like, just I'm going to ask you this too. We don't have to get into the huge details, but since you know him, and like a lot of us out here, we don't, right? So we don't see that. I know he doesn't share a ton of that with the public, but internally, you guys see what he's like, how hard he's working. We never hear him say bad things about anybody. He never comes out and like, if someone attacks him or if people, he never seems to go and like make a big thing and go like, well, this, that, and the other, and no, like rah, rah, rah. So what, like, how do you think he takes that like in when he gets criticized or something, or when he gets, like in a way that's like not justified or whatever? Like, does he ever express frustrations to you guys, or is he always just kind of how you described, because we're all human, right? I mean, like someone comes at you, specifically in a public forum or anywhere else, like, I might have a reaction that's different, like, I might come out and be all like, so it doesn't sound like that phases him. Is that true? Or how does he react?
Well, I mean, internally, who knows how anybody feels, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Just like
towards,
within you guys, to you guys,
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. There's never I could say that he just wants the best for our community.
Yeah.
So like everything he does, I think it does affect him. Like he wants, like that's the stuff that he wants us to be happy. He wants his community
Mhm.
to be the happiest collecting community. Like all the decisions made is him thinking that. So like,
Yeah.
you know, I really don't know where I mean, if you really think about it, he and Dan built something from scratch. It's
Right.
something that takes a lot of work. They came into a space, and not only the product,
Mhm.
but the community. The community is from scratch.
Right.
Our community was
We weren't
made.
all here waiting for him. You just,
Yeah, exactly. So it's a different thing when you're innovating. You don't really have time to think about what others are doing and stuff like that, because then you're not really innovating. So
right.
what's beautiful about our situation and David in it is that this is their baby. They build it from scratch. They can pivot, they can make decisions, they
Mhm.
can get their logo on a famous boxer's shorts,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can do things like that because the buck stops with them and they approved it, and they can make those type of decisions. And it's a beautiful thing to see all the avenues that they explore, and nothing is ever too big. The dreams are never too big here.
That's awesome. Speaking of the sports and the logo and Parker and that whole thing, what did you think about that whole thing and the sports sponsorship aspect? I mean, I know the drop. We're doing this on the 11th of March, so the drop, the collectibles drops in a couple of days. But the fight happened over the weekend, and we saw like even the "Are you ready to rumble?" dude was up there, and Parker, and like, I mean, that's crazy, right? You got the logo and stuff. Like,
Oh my
what are
god.
your thoughts about that? I know you probably can't obviously talk too much about
Yeah.
maybe what's coming, but that whole thing, what do you got? What does the team think about that? I mean, it must be amazing, right?
So we were celebrating. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Joseph Parker and New Zealand as a whole. It's very cool that they started the sports vertical with one of their own
yeah.
representing their country. Win or lose, we were gonna have Joseph Parker's back. So
And he
that
wins,
yeah, that's a cherry on top. So we're really happy about that.
right?
The Discord was watching the fight. Some of the community members were watching the fight on a voice channel. There was like 20 plus people watching it.
Yeah,
It was emotional. Get knocked down, get back up.
I know.
It was amazing. It was amazing to see his resilience. Made it through the whole fight. Got his hand raised. This is huge. I think it was for us as a community to see that logo on those shorts. I know everybody had a smile on their face when that was happening. And
Right.
in terms of the drop, we're gonna have we have like this Rumble bot inside the Discord,
Okay. Yeah.
and we're gonna do like a Royal Rumble tournament in the drop show that day to
Nice.
to determine the winner of that day's sweepstakes.
That's awesome.
Uh,
That's on the 13th.
yeah,
Yeah, coming up.
yeah. So we're gonna have some fun with that drop show,
Yeah.
and it was just great to see sports hit Vivi,
Yeah.
and in a big way. In
Right.
Dubai on the big stage,
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. Can you tell us who's next?
No, I can't. I can't do
You
that.
can't. So you,
I can't.
you
I
might
can't
not
do
even
that.
know. Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, we'll take that as more stuff to come, right? For sure, right? So that's amazing. Oh, before I ask you the last question about the music side of things, because that's the other thing I want to ask you,
Mhm.
just personally, right?
Yeah.
But so the drop show. So I know you guys rotate hosts
Yeah.
because I've heard you do it and I've heard others do it. And is that part of the plan, is to kind of get different members, like different mods and stuff to kind of
Yeah.
rotate the shows, or or are you guys gonna keep evolving that show? Because it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of games going on, a lot of prizes to be
Yeah.
won. My one thing before you answer, my one thing is I want it to go on longer, because you guys always end at 5 minutes after the drop, because you're like, okay, we're done. A couple of green trucks and then you're
Yeah.
gone. But we have that 15-minute window, right? I know you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
are busy, but maybe just extend it a bit further so we can get the rebound in there too. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
But,
It's a.
yeah. Anyway,
So
yeah.
the
More plans to
origins.
expand it, or what?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
origins of the drop show. Like, we used to do drop shows like 3 hours long.
Okay.
It,
Yeah, that's right.
our drop shows used to be crazy, crazy long because we were
Right.
just doing giveaways from all of our wallets and stuff.
Right.
And so we did shorten it to kind of, because at the end of the day, the moderators are volunteers.
Yes.
Uh, so
Sure.
they all have full-time jobs, families. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, these are the most amazing people. They talk to me every day. They We get stuff done as a team.
It's
So
amazing.
that's our motto: get stuff done.
Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, so that's why we rotate host. That's
Yeah.
why we cut down the time, because and we wanted it to be consistent and be the same everybody.
Right.
uh you know so yeah, it is evolving. It hopefully into the Veveverse we go with the drop shows
Right.
and all this stuff, and eventually we'll get the more consistent host, and maybe it'll get longer as time goes by,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
understand that. 3 hours. Yeah, believe me. Just a couple more things really quick. The music thing, your big thoughts about that. Just quickly, I know that came out. That's a whole other vertical. What a crazy week, right?
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, pretty exciting, hey?
I mean, I've been caught. This is March Madness. We've
March
been,
Madness, yeah. That's
yeah,
amazing.
this March Madness. That should be
Yeah,
a thumbnail.
yeah, for
But
sure.
but definitely, we got South by Southwest coming up. We all know that. We have the music vertical, sports vertical.
Yeah,
Uh, lots of fun things in March. I'm very excited about it, and I can't wait till things happen already, so I could speak about it
Yeah,
to all the
we'll
community
we'll
members.
definitely get you asking more. So, well, I'm gonna let you get going here pretty quick, man. I know you're busy. Thank you so much for coming, and it's always awesome to talk to you. Any last thoughts about what you want to tell people, just about Discord, or about where VEVE's headed, or just during this exciting time? You mentioned March
Mm.
Madness. It is true. Do we have other crazy stuff, or are you guys done?
Oh, it's March Madness, all right. So we're gonna have
It's only
some
the 11th today.
yeah, exactly. It's not over yet. So
Oh
yeah,
my God.
March is gonna be fun. In terms of the Discord, yeah, if you're a master collector,
Yeah.
if you're a logo holder, if you're just trying to have some fun, meet some friends, reach out to us in there, and we'll hook you guys up with a tour, and we'll try to make your onboarding experience a good one. In terms of the Veveverse, uh, it's getting nice. You're also gonna be in there soon.
Yeah, no, I got in.
Oh,
I'm
you're
so
in there
yeah, so
already.
I'm just starting to learn how to play around. And the chat that you mentioned has been really helpful for me, just briefly here. And I'm just getting in there to I'm learning the tools and things, and
Yeah,
then I'll provide some feedback like you guys want. And I can't wait for more people to get in there. I've only just started exploring it a bit and trying to see how I was just really just watching other people's stuff
yeah.
and seeing what they post, and and once I'm up to speed, I think the cool part is that everybody seems to be, and this is for anybody I think who hasn't gotten in there, who will get in there. People want to help the people who
Mhm.
aren't in there. It's really awesome. So the chat, I've been just watching and seeing people's posts about it and the questions people ask, and it's quick answers. So that's really powerful about what Discord's doing, I think.
Oh man, I love seeing it, man. The Weverse is gonna be very fun.
Yeah.
And in terms of the community, for everyone out there, just know that we always keep you guys in our hearts and our minds, and we want the best for everyone in this community. And just stick around and come hang with us and just have fun, man. Have fun in life. Stay happy. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Love you all. Thank you, my collectibles, for inviting me.
Oh, dude, we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, will do, man.
Thanks for taking some
All
time.
right, bro.
Yeah,
Have
we'll
a
talk.
good one.
All right, cheers.